Hi, folks. This is Skip Elsheimer talking over some footage of some luncheon meat. So this film is silent, and it actually came silent. And my guess is that these were product insert shots that were distributed to grocery stores or to TV stations to put into advertising. It's a great TV guide with Starsky and Hutch on it. So these were all Armour products, and these would be inserted into like a grocery store saying, that they were featuring Armour products or delicious, they had something on sale or some sort of advertising. That's my guess of what this is. There's lots of individual things here that were spliced together. So I'm feeling that that's what this is, and it wasn't necessarily for a trade show or a sales presentation, because we see kind of in between leader, which I don't think would have worked. I think that's some liverwurst. So regarding the color was bright red, and back in the day, we had a color correction process that we used. Oh, liverwurst. And it kind of brought the reds down, but it makes the yellows green. So that's something that we have since learned how to fix. But yes, food is supposedly very hard to photograph, and is you have to be careful with the coloring, because otherwise, if it's just a little bit off color-wise, then it's disgusting. And so, yeah, I've seen some comments of people talking about that. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for the AV Geeks Lunch stream. We are 5 weeks in, and I appreciate you guys coming in and watching some of these old 16mm films that we have in our archive that we've digitized over the last decade or more, actually. Been collecting for more than 20 years. So this that last 16mm film that you saw was silent, and it was, as I was saying, it's product insert shots of Armour and Company meat products. So some delicious lunch meat, some bacon, some hot dogs, some liverwurst or liver sausage, wide variety of different treats, salami. Anyways, it's doing this as a way to kind of give me something to do every day, and to also share what we have and what we give you guys something to watch. It's not the current news. It is April 15th, so here's this.
Who you are. And where you live. Are important when you file your federal income tax return. If your Social Security number or address is wrong on the label that came with your tax form package, change it right on the label itself.
So that was super short. So I looked to see if I had anything that was related to taxes that I've already digitized, and that was a little public service announcement. I also have that in Spanish. So there you go. So today is a mixed bag of a lot of different things that I was looking at. I was trying to mix it up a little bit. The vast majority of the films that we have in our collection are educational films. Then we have some industrial films that were kind of sponsored films or ads. Then we have a lot of weird TV stuff. And some of that is easy to describe. Some of it doesn't make really any sense. But this one is some ads for Sunbeam products. So enjoy this.
Observe a man who mows his lawn the easy way. Instead of doing this or this, he bought this, a new Sunbeam RE77 electric lawnmower. No starting problems. He just plugs in and mows. No gas cans, no fumes, no engine roar, not even a problem with the cord. Because at the end of the yard, he just flips the handle over and starts back again. This Sunbeam electric mower is powerful enough to take on the thickest grass, and yet it's so light, he can even talk his wife into using it. Easy as running a vacuum cleaner, she says, even in narrow, crowded spots. All done? It stores flat on the wall, out of the way. Why not mow your lawn the easy way? Get a new Sunbeam RE77 electric lawnmower. A man who loves fine cars will appreciate the superior performance of a Sunbeam mower. He'll appreciate the instant cutting height adjustment, the easy way it starts, and its responsive controls. Raise the handle to make it self-propel. Lower it for smooth, maneuverable freewheeling. A man can't resist trying this Sunbeam mower himself. He's impressed by the governor-controlled sustained power that can't stall in the thickest grass. He'll like the easy cleaning, too. Simply connect the hose to the exclusive underdeck minute wash and flush the housing clean in seconds. If you appreciate superior performance in cars or mowers, you'll appreciate this Sunbeam power mower, complete with grass bag.
Hi, I'm His Royal Spryness, the Sunbeam Rain King, with a sprinkler for every shape of lawn. Now this is the Sunbeam Rain King Oscillating Sprinkler, with 45 individual settings. This Aqua Magic Control is the secret, because it gives you the widest choice of sprinkler settings to compensate for wind, dry spots, and overshooting. If your lawn is small and square, set it like this. Or if it's oblong, set it to water the whole area and never waste a drop. Its handsome styling makes it a thing of beauty to watch, and its complete control saves you water. Sunbeam also makes traveling and stationary rotating sprinklers. Whatever shape your lawn is, there's a Sunbeam Rain King sprinkler to fit it. Hi, I'm His Royal Spryness, the Sunbeam Rain King, with a sprinkler for every shape of lawn. Beep, beep, Here comes the Sunbeam Rain King traveling sprinkler. Just set a path and let her go, slowly watering all the way. Travels automatically, sprinkling up to 125 feet, even turns corners, and shuts itself off automatically. The Aqua Magic Dial lets you adjust your watering from 5 to 50 feet for even distribution of water, exactly where you want it. And you can also use it as a stationary sprinkler, timed to shut itself off automatically. Sunbeam also makes rotating and oscillating sprinklers. Whatever shape your lawn is, there's a Sunbeam Rain King sprinkler to fit it. And here's a big extra. All moving parts made of the new miracle material, tough, rust-proof Sunron. Guaranteed 5 years against corrosion, rust, and breakage. Hi, I'm His Royal Spryness, the Sunbeam Rain King, with a sprinkler for every shape of lawn. This is the famous Sunbeam Rain King rotating sprinkler, famous for even distribution of water. Set it to sprinkle a 5-foot circle in close areas, or up to 50 feet for the wide open spaces. Here's the secret, the Aqua Magic Dial that gives you complete control of the watering range. And as professional gardeners know, a rotating sprinkler gives the most even, thorough distribution of water. No dry spots, no over-soaking. Sunbeam also makes traveling and oscillating sprinklers. Whatever shape your lawn is, there's a Sunbeam Rain King sprinkler to fit it. And here's a big extra. All moving parts made of the new miracle material, tough, rust-proof Sunron. Guaranteed 5 years against corrosion, rust, and breakage.
It's easy to keep your lawn looking like this, with a Sunbeam gardening team to do the work. Sunbeam's electric twin-blade mower starts at a flip of the switch. It's plenty powerful, yet so lightweight my wife can run it and put it away. This Sunbeam electric edger trimmer neatly manicures the toughest overhanging grass, then quickly adjusts to get at those tight problem spots. Hedges are easy to groom with Sunbeam's electric shrub and hedge trimmer, and its pruning saw keeps trees in shape. Thirsty lawns? The Sunbeam Rain King traveling sprinkler follows any course you set, goes around corners, up hills, even shuts itself off. Let Sunbeam go to work for you. They have equipment to suit any lawn and any budget.
Even my wife can use it. I actually own an electric lawnmower, and it's pretty great. It's kind of a strategy not to run over the extension cord, but I don't have to buy gas, which is really glorious. And I don't smell like gas at the end of mowing. And I've been doing a lot of mowing recently because that's basically what I do at my house, is mow and send emails. Yeah, so that's, I have another set of Sunbeam things. Actually, this was all part of a dumpster dive that somebody found a bunch of films from an advertising agency, and there were a bunch of Sunbeam-related things, and so that was pretty great. So I handle film occasionally nowadays. Actually, my wife just found this the other day, which is it's a little heart that's made out of 16 millimeter film. But I ache to handle 16. I basically have to wait until my assistant leaves before I can go and mess with stuff. But yeah, I miss aspects of it. That being said, 60 millimeter film is a big pain in the butt compared to video, especially digital video, because of the physicality of it, because you have to splice it. So this film actually talks about that, and it has one of the best scenes of a projector accident that I've seen. So here's Splicing motion picture film.
Film damage can result from poorly repaired film, from faulty equipment, and from careless handling. This is the result. Often the best method for repairing the film is to cut out the damaged section and splice the film back together. There are many kinds of splices. All of them will hold the film together, temporarily at least, but few of them are designed to allow the film to be projected again. In this film, we will show you how to make a splice such as this one, which will allow the film to be projected again. First of all, it will help you to know the principle behind the splicing technique. Motion picture film is composed of three general parts: the emulsion, which contains the photographic image, the acetate base, which supports the emulsion, and a binder, which holds these two parts together. In the splicing process, the emulsion and the binder are removed first, and cement is applied to this scraped area. The two pieces of film to be spliced are then overlapped at this point, forming a strong, permanent splice. The equipment needed for splicing includes a splicer, a scraper, a piece of felt, a small amount of water, a brush, a clean cloth, and some fresh film cement. The film must be spliced with the emulsion side of the film facing upwards. The emulsion side can be determined either by inspection or by feeling the film. Close inspection will show that the emulsion side has a dull luster, while the base is much more glossy. Feeling the film, you will find that the base side feels smoother or more slick than does the emulsion side. To splice, position one piece of film, emulsion side up, on the pins of the right side of the splicer. If the perforations are on one side only, notice on which side of the film they appear. Close the top part of the splicer to hold the film down. At least 1/4 inch of film should protrude. Next, cut the film off by bringing the bottom part of the left side of the splicer down into position. Raise the entire right assembly. On the left side of the splicer, position the other piece of film, emulsion side up, and bring the top section down into place. Here too, some film should extend from the splicer. The perforations should be on the same side as those on the other piece of film. Bring the right side of the splicer down until it cuts the end of the film squarely, then return it to its former position. To soften the emulsion, moisten the film on the left side with a wet piece of felt. Some splicers do not require this moistening. Next, using either a metal scraper or an emery board, carefully scrape the emulsion off of the moistened film. Brush the loose pieces of emulsion from the scraped area. Apply the cement to the film, being careful not to use too much, and immediately bring the right side down into a locked position, overlapping the two pieces of film. After 10 to 15 seconds, the cement should dry. Release the top sections of the splicer and wipe off the excess cement. The result is a strong, accurately made film splice. Let's make one more splice to make sure you have the process well in mind. Film in the right side, emulsion up. Cut the film. Film in the left side, emulsion up. And again, cut the film. Moisten. Scrape. Brush. Apply the cement and overlap the film. The useful life of a motion picture can often be greatly extended by correct splicing repair.
Lamp. Tackle. Bone. Bone?
Bone?
Bone.
Hey guys! I'm going fishing with my dad!
Jimmy! Jimmy! Jimmy, come here. You could have been killed. You know better.
I know.
No. You haven't learned the see and be seen traffic safety rules that they taught you in school.
I learned them, but...
No. If you had, you wouldn't have run out in front of the car like that.
But...
No buts. If that car had hit you, you wouldn't be able to go fishing tomorrow. Or ever. You could have been killed. You're not responsible.
I am too responsible. I just forgot. I know the C and B scene rules.
Jimmy, wash your hands. Time to eat.
Okay, Mom, coming!
Well, Jimmy says he knows the safety rules. I wonder if he really does.
Jimmy, turn off the light and go to sleep.
Okay, Dad. I know the rules. C means that I must see every car coming towards me. B scene means that I must see every driver to be sure he sees me. C and B
Jimmy.
scene. C and B scene.
Jimmy.
C and B scene.
Jimmy. Jimmy. Don't be frightened. We are your friends. We just want to be sure that you really learned the C and B scene traffic safety rules in school.
I did, Mr. Carr.
But he forgot them. When they make a mistake, they say they forgot, when they never knew them in the first place. In my time, I've seen hundreds of boys just like him.
So have I, in my time. Most young boys and girls are good. They know what responsibility means. Give Jimmy a chance.
He shouldn't be allowed out of the house.
Gentlemen, gentlemen. Jimmy says he knows the C and B scene traffic safety rules. Give him a chance. Let's see if he really does. Jimmy?
Well, make sure to see and be seen when you cross with a green light. Make sure to see any oncoming car. Then you know you can be seen by the driver.
Not always, Jimmy. You and your young friends are not very tall yet. And it can be very hard for a driver to see you. When you step down into the street, you can almost disappear. Or even disappear completely. Do you understand that, Jimmy?
Oh, yes, Mr. Carr. Now I really know why it's important to be seen.
Good, good. What else can you tell us about the C and B scene rules?
Well, I always make sure to see any hidden car and to be seen by the driver.
What do you mean by a hidden car?
You know, one car that is hidden behind another car. It's like what happened to Susie and her friend. They saw the driver of a small truck, and he saw them, and stopped. So the girls started across, watching to see if other cars might be coming. And sure enough, they saw another car. They saw the driver. But she didn't see them. At least not until the very last second.
Excellent! Jimmy seems to know.
But he forgets. He is in trouble for running into the street.
I did forget just that one time.
That one time could have been your first and last time.
Oh, yes, I know. One day, some of us were playing, and I almost ran into the street. I saw the car and stopped right where I was. But the driver didn't see me. He kept right on going.
Perhaps Jimmy was in the driver's blind spot.
Blind spot?
Ha! What do you think a blind spot is?
A blind spot is where someone can't see?
That's true.
Let me explain, Jimmy. Every passenger car makes blind spots for the driver. The driver can see you here through the windshield, but not here where a post blocks the view. The driver can see you here through his rearview mirror, but not here where the rear post cuts off the view.
Now I understand about blind spots.
All right, Jimmy. Is that all you know?
Oh, I know more.
Then get on with it.
If you're crossing a street with a green light, be very careful if cars are making left turns. Sometimes drivers don't see you. Always be sure you're seen before you walk in front of a car.
Very good.
No. This boy forgets. He could be a straggler. Do you ever lag behind the group?
Well, only once.
Once?
Guys! Hey, guys! I saw the car and the driver. I saw his eyes. I could see that he saw me. So quick as I could, without running, I finished crossing. Of course, always try not to be a straggler, because you can be seen better when you are part of a large group.
This is all very good. But what about bad weather? And at night?
Well, we always make sure to be extra careful to see in bad weather and to be sure to be seen. When it rains, use one of those plastic umbrellas you can see through, so you don't have a blind spot. At night, well, we always wear something white. White makes it easier for a driver to see you. Susie has a jacket that shines in the dark.
I must say, I am impressed. Jimmy really knows the see and be seen traffic safety rules.
I agree.
But he doesn't remember.
Oh, but I do. I will remember the see and be seen rules.
I believe Jimmy should have another chance. Jimmy,
Yes, sir?
do you promise to remember the see and be seen traffic safety rules?
And you promise to practice them every day of your life? Do you?
Oh, yes, sir. I do, I do, I do, I do, I
Jimmy.
Morning, Dad.
It's a beautiful morning.
Oh, Dad, those see and be seen rules.
Oh, have you been thinking about those see and be seen rules?
All night long, Dad.
You have? Really?
Honest.
All right. Let's hear them.
Okay, Dad. Look for cars behind the one car you see. Drivers sometimes have trouble seeing little kids. To be sure look right at the driver's eyes. Make extra sure you are not in the driver's blind spot. You're always safer in a group. Don't be a straggler. Be extra careful.
So, I apologize for that break where I was not around. This is what happened. I'm going to close up here. I just got a text from my assistant who said that a giant tree nearly took out the archive, the back of the archive, a couple of days ago. So after this, I'm going to have to go to the archive and be safe and see what the damage is, and hopefully there's not any roof damage. So I apologize for getting caught up in this. This is from the storms that came through on Monday that took out power and stuff and trees all around in Raleigh. Anywho, so let's see. What were the last two films? Splicing motion picture film. Beautiful, beautiful footage, especially that scene at the beginning where the guy is trying to deal with all the film that's coming off the projector, and he just kind of falls in the slump. That's very much related to the shirt I'm wearing that my brother-in-law got me at some point, which was this man being attacked by a giant stack of films. I would say that that sums up my life a lot of the time, is always being on the verge of some sort of film attack of some sort. I love it, of course, but you know, the idea of you have the physicality of 27,000 of anything it's difficult. So, anywho, and then the last film I showed was The Talking Car. And this is actually a remake that was made in the early 70s. And you might have recognized Chris, the little kid, who became the second Chris? Was he the second Chris? Is that his name? No, so Brian is his real name. But he became the second Chris on the Partridge Family after the first Chris was supposedly very difficult to work with. And this also featured Hal Smith, the voice of Hal Smith, who we've heard several voiceovers by him. And, of course, he is known as Otis the Drunk on the Andy Griffith Show. At some point, I'll find a film that actually has him, and you'll see his face. You'll say, like, oh, that's that guy. Okay, so this next film it's an interesting film, and I want you to try to figure out what the deal with this is. The name of the film is Barbara's New Shoes, and I just want you to see, and when I show this to people, they get like, what? I don't understand what's happening here. Something strange is going on. So let's see if you can figure it out. So here's Barbara's New Shoes.
How do you do?
May I help you?
I would like to look at some shoes.
Sit here, please.
Thank you.
Would you like to look at some shoes for your little girl?
Yes, please.
What size does she wear?
I wear size 6. No, dear. I think you wear a 5.5.
Well, let me measure. Yes, that's right. She should wear a size 5.5. What kind of shoes do you want?
I want white shoes. Are you sure you want white shoes, Barbara?
Yes, Mother.
Look at some brown ones.
Oh, no, I don't like brown. Mary has white shoes. I want shoes like hers.
Well, I will get some white shoes and some brown shoes. Then you can try both pairs of shoes.
Look at these, Mother. I like these shoes, Mother.
These are sandals, Barbara. You can't wear sandals to school.
Why, Mother?
Well, don't you see they don't cover your foot? They're open all around, and they have a low, flat heel. They have straps, don't you see?
May I try them on, Mother?
Oh, no. They are for a bigger girl than you. They're not your size.
I'm sorry, I don't have white shoes in size 5.5, but we have brown shoes and these black shoes. Would you like to try these?
I want white shoes, Mother.
Let's try these and see how they fit.
There. Stand up and see how it feels.
It doesn't feel good, Mother.
Walk around and see how it feels.
They look nice.
It doesn't feel good. It hurts my foot. Do you have sandals?
You can't wear sandals to school.
I can show you shoes with straps. She can wear these to school.
Thank you. May we see them?
Are they sandals, Mother?
No, dear. They are shoes. Wait, you will see them.
I have two pairs. One pair with one strap and the other pair with two straps.
Let me try the one with the one strap, Mother.
These are pretty shoes. And they're good shoes for school, too.
How much do they cost?
They cost $6.
Do these brown shoes cost $6?
No, they cost $4.99.
How do they feel, Barbara?
It fits her foot well. See how well it fits her foot around the heel?
Do you like these shoes, Barbara?
I don't know. They look funny, Mother.
What do you mean, dear?
I don't know. Just funny, Mother. Could I have some high heels, Mother?
Oh, no, dear. They are not for little girls.
I'm not a little girl, Mother. I'm 9 years old. Oh, hello, Mary. Hello, Barbara. Are you getting some new shoes? Yes. Mr. Baker, my mother asked me to bring these shoes back to you.
Thank you, Mary. Which pair of shoes did your mother keep for you?
We like the brown shoes because they are best for school.
Oh, then you're returning the white shoes.
Yes, here they are.
Thank you.
Are you going to wear your new shoes to school tomorrow, Barbara? Yes. Are you going to wear yours? I think so. See you at school tomorrow. Goodbye, Barbara. Goodbye, Mary. Let me try on the brown shoes again, Mother.
How do they feel, Barbara?
They feel wonderful.
Do they hurt your feet?
Oh, no. I like these shoes. They're better for school.
Do you want to wear them home, Barbara?
Yes, Mother.
Are they $4.99?
Yes, $4.99 and 20 cents tax. That's $5.19.
$5 and 19 cents.
Thank you. Here are her old shoes.
Thank you.
Oh, Mother, I like these brown shoes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Did you like that film? I enjoy showing that film to people like you over the internet. All right, so what's the deal with that? The pacing of it is horrible, and everybody said there's no good acting here. And the reason why it's so horrible and the pacing is so weird is because this is a film that is meant to teach children and also other people who are hearing impaired how to read lips. So basically there's no contractions, which many of you noticed how weird that was. So this is a beginning introductory way to kind of teach someone to look at the lips of everybody that's speaking. I have some other films that are part of another series that also are the same thing, and they also put a caption below it that shows what they're saying. And they deal with just run-of-the-mill, everyday situations. So it's almost like a language film, but it's specifically for people that are deaf or have a hearing impairment. But out of context, it's like, what is going on? Why is everybody talking like that? So anyways, that was Barbara's new shoes. Excuse me. Okay, so what else we got going on here? Thanks everybody for being there. And yeah, I'm still kind of thinking about the tree situation. It's very frustrating to know that a tree has fallen and I have to go check out and see. Hopefully there's no roof damage. If there's roof damage, then it's going to be a nightmare for me to deal with. If it's just a tree that's fallen, then that can be dealt with in a different time frame. It's what, if you have two houses, then you have to deal with everything twice. And so luckily this house where I live we just had some limbs come down. There wasn't a tree. A tree hit our house 2 years ago here, but it also insurance took care of all that. But this, I don't know what's going to happen with this. Anyways, I was saying that I like to show films that not only come from educational background sources, but also ones that were shown on television. And this next film is part of a series that was both. It was shown actually on public television in the 70s, and it was also released for schools to be shown. And I love this film because it's fairly open-ended. And I know that adults can't stand open-ended films. They want to have some sort of neat resolution, and this film does not have that. It's part of the series called Inside Out, and I've shown films from it in the past, and I will definitely show more films from it in the future because it's amazing. It's from the 70s. It just kind of captures a different time, and it also deals with kids being mad and upset and frustrated, all that stuff. So here is, and there's no, usually there's not an overarching, a narrator that kind of brings you through it. It's really just through the eyes of the child. So here's Getting Even. Enjoy.
The following is from a national instructional television series. The series and related materials were developed and supported by 32 educational agencies, with additional support from Exxon Corporation.
We didn't do anything wrong. They left us out. We tried to get even.
You did, eh? Well, how did it all start?
Sure. I can't. I promised Mom I'd pick up some bread right after school. I'll go with him. No, I'll go with him. And we'll meet in the park in about 15 minutes. Okay, see you. Bye. Yeah. Hey, Fred, where you going? Follow the leader.
Those things? I don't know.
You know, we could really make a neat fort out of that stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do it. Okay. Hey, this is pretty good. Where we build it? Over there near the tree. No one can see us.
Come on, you
yeah,
guys.
that's right. Come on. Okay. Come on.
Where'd they go? They said they'd meet us here. Maybe they're over there. Yeah, but they said they'd meet us here. Let's go look. Hey, garbage bag. And a cardboard box. What do we need that for? You never know.
Hey, this should be good for a roof.
I guess this won't do.
That's hot.
Let's try that way.
Okay. Here, we can use this too.
Hey, we can paint our coat of arms on it.
Okay. I'll paint it blue. Okay, you paint it. Okay, let me paint. All right.
Wow, isn't that cool? Yeah. Look what I found.
Where's Fred? Attention! It's the flag.
Hey, let's have a club.
Yeah, but what are we going to call it? I don't know. Let's make it a secret one.
We'll have to have a password.
Okay. And only the people we like can join, if they pay us.
Yeah. How much will we charge them?
I don't know. Let's think of a name first. Listen, there's three of us, right? Yeah. So let's call it the SCO3 Club.
What's that mean?
Secret Club of Three.
Very funny. Oh, and the password can be Solomon. What's that down there?
I don't know.
Let's go see.
Enemies! Into the clubhouse! Stand back and identify yourself.
Hey, what are you doing here? You said you're going to play with us.
I did?
Why didn't you tell us you're going to make this thing?
I didn't know I was. We just decided to do it. Anyway, what difference does it make? We can play in it. But we'll have to vote with Susan and join the club first.
I don't want to join your stupid club. Hands off, it'll come down.
Hi, guys. Hey, look at club. That's pretty neat, huh?
I think it stinks.
So up you.
I told you to watch out.
I don't have to do what you say.
I think you did that on purpose. So what if he did? Doesn't belong to you.
We built it.
So I can unbuild it if I want.
Quiet, get out of here.
Craig Smith, you touch it and I'll tell your mother. You can't just go tearing up other people's things.
You tell my mother and all.
Sick. Come on. I thought they'd like that. I guess they don't.
Anyways, I don't care about this stinky old club. I won't even join them if they beg me.
Hey, let's build our own club, and we won't let them in.
Why can't we build it? Over here in those bushes.
I don't know why they got so mad. We told them they could join our secret club.
I wouldn't let them in now even if they begged us. I knew they didn't like us.
They think they're better than us.
Well, they are supposed to be our friends. Not anymore.
We need a flagpole. They have one. Let's take it.
Hey, that's our flagpole. So what? It's public property. You don't own it. We're supposed to be friends.
Why don't you make this thing and not call us? Why don't you drop dead? There's no phones around here.
Hold it. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Yeah. You big bully brother!
Okay, knock it out. What's happening here?
We didn't do anything wrong. They left us out. They tried to get even.
Everyone thought they were right.
You did, eh? Well, how'd it all start?
These guys tried to wreck our clubhouse.
What's the matter? You enemies or something?
We're supposed to be friends.
Yeah? Well, why don't you just play with them then?
You can't play with her. She wants to boss everything.
I do not. Oh, yeah? What about at the crossing? Quick, Smith, stop! If you don't wait for the crossing guard, I'll report you.
You think you're pretty important, don't you?
You're supposed to wait. That's my job.
Look, this is stupid. I don't think they were deliberately trying to keep you out.
They were so.
We were not. You never let anybody place anything.
When?
When you got the model airplane kit. Is that it?
Yeah.
Open it up.
No, let's say something.
Ah, come on.
No, I'm sorry. Well, so what? You don't go opening up a model airplane kit in the middle of the street. And you wouldn't let anyone hold your dog when you got him. You never said anything. When you got that baseball bat, you wouldn't let anyone have a try. That's not true.
All right. I've had about enough of this. Look, you can all play here or nobody plays. Now make up your minds.
I'm not playing with them.
Me either.
Boy, it was fun before they came. Why'd they have to go and spoil everything?
Boy, people sure are funny. Those kids were friends, and now they aren't. Why does everyone always have to try and get even?
Inside Out is a series of programs and related materials developed and supported by 32 educational agencies in the United States and
Oh, I introduced that. I interrupted that song. I'm sorry. That some people commented that that music just kind of resonates in their gut, and the feeling that the kids in that's how I was. That's who I was. Those kids, and that's why I like watching this series. Is it's kind of reminds me of the fashion and the hair and what we did when we were kids that age. So. Yeah, I'll definitely show some more Inside Outs in the future because they're They're pretty great, very nostalgic, and filled with strife and, yes, the whole concept of getting even and secret clubs and wars and all that stuff is very much part of my childhood and my brain, playing in vacant lots and playing with junk and trash and all that stuff. It was good times. Good times. Thanks again, everybody, for showing up today and being there when I found out what was going on at my archive. Somebody said, well, you didn't know about it? I'm like, well, so it's actually in the backyard of the archive, and you can't really see it from the street. And so my assistant kind of walked around just to kind of see what was going on after the storm and didn't see anything, but it was at a place where he couldn't see because of the line levels of everything. So I get to go check that out and see what's going on, and hopefully it has not punctured the roof. That's really my big hope at this point. So anyways, if you like what you saw, you'd like to support the AV Geeks, I might, if this is a cost thing, I mean, you know, I won't talk about it. Anyways, if there might be something where I might have to do a fundraiser to kind of help pay for this, and I'll give you guys a great deal on how to support us for this specific thing, and I'll let you know in the future. Also, I have been talking to folks about having guests, including a person that actually appeared in one of the films, and hopefully that will happen probably next week. And on Friday, I'm actually doing something with the Hunt Library, where I am, which at NC State, where we're going to have an expert. We're going to talk about drugs, and this is a person who's a professor or works at NC State, and we'll be able to chime in on some of this. And that will be a later thing. I mean, we'll do the lunchtime thing, but then at 6 o'clock, we'll do the drugs films. So again, thanks everybody for showing up. I enjoy your comments. I enjoy showing you these films, and I will see you again tomorrow for lunch. So see you then. Take care.